Today we have two financial specialists to talk about some important information relating to your financial requirements. And also they're going to talk about a seminar that they are going to conduct relating to your financial requirements, that is Tactical Investment Property Seminar. Now, first of all, we would like to welcome Pramu Rodrigo and Sonali Rodrigo to Sri Lanka Morning Show. Pramu, first tell us, what is this Tactical Investment Property Seminar is about?
Yes, Tushar. See, I'm an immigrant to this country. I came here to study probably 15 years ago. I did my studies and then I got into workforce, and then later down the track I started my own business. Now, one of the things I wish I would have known back then is about property investments. The right information, what to do, where to buy, what sort of investments I should be looking at. If I would have known those information back then, I would be in a very different position right now. But having said that, it's always good to know now and start your journey. So this seminar that we have decided to do is to give that information alongside with industry leaders to our community to help them to build wealth through property, understand the finance section, understand the property investments, real estate, rental markets, few other aspects as well. So that's one of the main reasons we want to cover in the seminar.
Now, Sonali, now in this seminar, why you're mainly focusing on property?
Yes, Dushara. Property as an asset class had withstood the test of time. If you look at the Great Depression, financial crisis, share market crashes, it's always outperformed and outshone all other investments. So what we want to do, if you look at the millionaires around the world, majority of them have created a lot of wealth through property. So that's one aspect of it. The second is you can leverage property. So that means if you buy one, you can use the equity and buy another one and another one. That means you can create a portfolio of properties using the bank's money essentially. And the third reason is property has a favorable tax environment from the government. So that means a lot of the expenses relating to property are tax deductible. Now, I'm not giving accounting advice. For that, you'll have to talk to your accountant. But broadly speaking, things like interest expenses, depreciation, maintenance, all of that is tax deductible. So what we want to ensure, talking about property, is that a lot of people think that it's out of their reach, everyday mom and dads, but using the right strategies, using all these deductions and tax benefits available, you will find that property as an asset class is something that it is within your reach. We use something called positive gearing. That means the rental income is more than the interest expenses. So that means every month you'll have money in your pocket. So a lot of the time people think it's going to cost you money. In fact, it'll actually make you money in some cases. So that is why we want to talk about property specifically in this seminar, because it's something that a lot of people think it's out of their reach, but with the right strategies is within their reach.
Right. Now, in this Tactical Investment Property Seminar, what are the areas that you are going to cover?
Yeah, so we're going to have a lot of industry leaders here. So we're going to have accountants who will talk about the tax benefits of property, what are the deductions available, how you go about creating tax benefits through property. We'll talk about, we'll have depreciation experts who will talk about what are the available deductions that you can use in terms of write-offs. We'll have finance experts, so they will talk about your borrowing capacity and things like that to see in terms of your specific circumstances what sort of properties you can go for. We'll have finance and other property experts who will talk about where to buy, what are the trends you should be looking at in terms of buying and capital growth and things like that. But the bonus is we'll have a neuro-linguistic programming expert. So they will talk about what makes an investor decide to do proper investments and implement all of these things you learn. There's no point learning all of these things if you don't implement it. So it's going to be one of a kind seminar because we have all of these professionals under one roof talking about things like that. So And we're also going to do a live scenario with real case studies so that you can apply it for your own income and circumstances and see if this is something that you could potentially invest in. It's actually a free seminar, so you can come along, learn from all these industry experts, ask the questions, figure out if this is something that they can actually do and it's within their reach.
Yes. Now, Pramo, Sonali just mentioned that that is basically for the potential investors.
Yes.
Now, who should attend this seminar specifically?
Yes, so this seminar is specifically designed for people who already owns their property or people who thinking of buying their first investment property or even second investment property. There could be people already own investment properties and want to explore more options, build that portfolio to the next level. This particular seminar is one of a kind for all of these kind of people to come there. As Sonali mentioned, neuroeconomics is one of the things that we'll be discussing, which is, I'm very excited about it because the mindset of a millionaire, mindset of a billionaire is something that person will be touching. And I'm telling you, it's one of a kind seminar. The people who are going to come there, they're going to walk out with a lot of information, and it's going to help them to build that wealth that they require to do in the next 2 years or next 3 years, even next 10 years. So it is a seminar that you shouldn't be missing.
Now, Prabhu, tell us our viewers how they can reserve their seats for this event and when this event is happening.
The event is on the 18th of September at 6:30 p.m. The event will run approximately 1.5 hours to 2 hours. The venue for the event is 350 Stud Road, Wantirna South. It's actually called the Wantirna Club. We have limited seats available. So you can book your seat via our Facebook page, Tomorrow Financial Solution. If you search from Facebook, you'll get the page. It'll be there and it'll prompt you how to reserve your seat. As I mentioned, it's a free event. So, and again, I have to exercise that aspect. It is limited seats we have. So sooner the better you reserve your seats. It's good for you.
And I'm sure that most of our viewers don't want to miss out this valuable opportunity. Now, we wish you all the very best for this event and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for
Tushara.
having us.